Yeah.
Mission Control, the space pod has landed.
Howdy ho there, hey there YouTube, Space Pod with you, coming at you again on a fine Friday morning. I'm going to start making shorter videos. Most of you are going to cheer. Some of you are going to lament that fact because you appreciate my TED Talks, my long ass TED Talks that I give. But I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to make shorter videos, but I'm going to make a companion blog post, a written blog post, to expound on some of the more controversial or deeper topics. Because you guys know I like to keep it thorough, and I like to cover everything in depth. Today's vlog is about tires, namely about poor quality tires and false economy. The Ninja 300 came with bias-ply tires initially, the IRC Chinese-made tire. There's a school of thought that is somewhat penny wise and pound foolish, meaning they want to get the most economy out of these bad tires. And the reason some people cite for this is the tires are adequate. Now, a lot of you already know what's wrong with that logic. How many of you buy a motorcycle to be adequate? How many of you buy tires that are adequate? And how many of you want to risk everything, yourself, your bike, all your mods, everything, injury, death, on adequate tires? What's really happening here is humble bragging. Some good riders are like, hey, I can handle that tire just fine. And I'm more skilled than you, subtext, I'm more skilled than you. Therefore, you don't need that tire or a better tire because you suck ass. But here's the problem with that. One, you're not out for adequate tires. You should get the best of the best. Two, tires don't cost that much. The best tire you can put on a Ninja 300, one of the best, is a Diablo Rosso 2 in stock sizes. Now, there are better tires that are in non-stock sizes. I'm just talking about stock sizes here. So that's one of the best tires you can spoon on the Ninja 300, and they don't cost that much. It's like $100 for a new tire front from Revzilla. Third, cheap insurance. Why not just have a better tire than if something goes wrong, you know to blame yourself or your technique rather than the tire, which may have let go all of a sudden, or is a bias-ply old tech tire. Perhaps a more important reason here is Diablo Rosso 2 specifically is 3.1 pounds lighter than the IRC stock tire. Now what that means is you get less weight, less rotating mass, which is the best kind of weight you can reduce on a motorcycle, bar none, right? That's the best weight you can reduce. This is why carbon fiber wheels, magnesium wheels make such a difference in handling, braking, acceleration. But the same thing happens if you reduce weight with a rear tire. If you save 3.1 pounds, that weight is exponentially increased with speed and rotation. So, one of the best things you can do is get a lighter tire. Reason number 5, the Pirelli Diablo Rosso 2 will warm up faster than the old IRC. That is reason enough to get a better tire. Reason number 6, better outright grip. You're going to get better outright grip with a Pirelli Diablo Rosso 2 than you would the IRC, and that is reason enough to swap the tire. So don't believe all those shaming arguments which usually have to do with a good rider saying that the IRCs are adequate. Imagine if you could get a tire that's 10 years more advanced than what you can normally get today. Would you do it? And let's say it didn't cost much more. Of course you would do it. Why wouldn't you do it? But if you stick with a bias-ply tire, and if the tech is like 10 years old or worse, why would you stick with that tire? Why would you stick with that for a second longer than you have to? And one of the best mods you can make on this bike, especially for 2013, is to upgrade the tires post-haste. So that's my opinion, guys. Don't use false economy. Don't be penny wise and pound foolish. Upgrade those tires ASAP. Get the best tires for your needs. And if it's well above your skill level, so be it. The bike you're riding, chances are, is above your skill level too. And if Rossi can ride great on an IRC, it doesn't matter. You still want a good tire. You still want the best tire, because you know if something happens, you want to know that it was you or a mistake and not the subpar old tech bias-ply rubber that you're using, and which is actually just a cost-cutting measure by Kawasaki or any manufacturer. And this is mostly a logical dilemma, and this is actually very easy to solve. If you're risking your life and limb, get the best fucking tires, and they're not even that expensive. Alright, find me on Instagram at SpacePodMotovlog, one word, remember the 0 in SpacePod. That's it, you guys. Hope you enjoyed, and keep in mind, I'm going to be making shorter videos, and there'll be a vlog, but you'll see all that shit. So, alright guys, SpacePod out. That guy just did a nice pass.